It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hello to all. Welcome to Divas That Care Network. I am Joyce Benning, and I will be your host for this absolutely invigorating, robust lifestyle show. I am so very excited today. I am going to have with me a brand new diva, and her name is Deborah Perdue. And her and I are going to talk about gratitude today. Oh, man, this is going to be exciting. And speaking of gratitude, I would also like to take a moment and thank each one of our listeners that have tuned in live today and the others that will be listening to the podcast later on. I am just so very, very thankful and grateful for each one of you. So, Deborah, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners today?
Yeah, so my name is Deborah Perdue, and I have written 5 gratitude books so far, and I've written a couple gratitude journals, which are beautifully illustrated, and also 3 what I hope are inspiring guides for gratitude. 2 of them are daily guides for a year. So I also, do you want me to say more right now, Joyce?
That's fine. You just give your introduction, and that'll be awesome.
Okay. So I guess you want me to say more. So I also live in Southern Oregon, which is really beautiful, out in the forest with my husband and our 2 dogs and 1 cockatiel. And we live in a dome home, and the river is nearby, which is really good because this week is going to be very, very hot here. And we dunked into the river to cool down. And I'm also a book designer, and I love to do especially spiritual and self-help books. I do the covers and the insides of them. So I love everything I do, and I am complete.
Oh, girl, you have a full life. And, when you were talking about your home in Oregon, I was just visualizing it, and I'm going, oh, my, you're grateful every morning. We all are, but you're grateful when you look out and see all that beauty surrounding you. And like the simple things, it's going to be hot there, and we can go get in the stream to cool off. And, oh, my, I am just thinking of things to be grateful as I'm hearing you talk, because I'm grateful to have you on my show.
Thank you. I'm really thankful that you're having me, Joyce. I love to spread gratitude in the world, so I feel like it's my calling in life. And so thank you for letting that happen today.
Oh, you are just so very, very welcome. Well, I have to ask, has gratitude always been a part of you, or was there some sort of aha moment in your life that made you really realize that this was a calling that you needed to do, since you've written these gratitude books, you do gratitude journals? Did something trigger in your life to make you realize that you needed to share this gratitude with others?
Yeah. So first of all, in my first 50 years or so on this earth, I really wasn't that grateful. I was kind of a whiner and a griper. And what happened was about 20 years now, someone gave me our minister actually at the Center for Spiritual Living that I attend, gave us out blank journals 2 Novembers in a row. And she promised that if we wrote down 5 things we were grateful for 20 days, I think it was, that our lives would change exponentially for the better. And so I went ahead and did it the first year, and then I did it the second year, and it really transformed me. I really became a grateful person after that and kept writing in my journal. And then since I'm a book designer, I thought of the idea to give someone, give the world our gratitude journal with beautiful illustrations by Tara Thalen, and then thoughts of gratitude by me, and then lines for the person to write in themselves. And my idea was to just spread it out to the world, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, how beautiful. So basically, you were almost like transformed through this.
Totally, yes.
Oh, that is just incredible.
Yeah, I just realized it works, and so also I email out daily gratitude reflections, and I've been doing that for about really 8 years. And I have a gratitude tribe, I call them, that are my subscribers. And I also put out a once-a-month e-newsletter to new people, and I really love that as well. And people give me good feedback about them. So that's real fulfilling also, and then I think it helps other people transform their lives.
Oh, my goodness, yes, it definitely would. So you do a daily gratitude that you send out to what you call your gratitude tribe. Mm-hmm. How do our listeners get involved in when they're saying, I would like to receive that daily gratitude and become part of her gratitude tribe? How can they get involved with this?
If they go to my website, the homepage, there's 2 places to subscribe right there on the front page, and it's www.graceofgratitude.com. And there's 2 ways to do it, and one of the ways is they get my Grace of Gratitude Reflections little book as a PDF. So I would encourage them to go ahead and click that one, because then I'll send the PDF, and they have lots to go from.
Oh, how beautiful. Oh, that is just incredible. And I love the name of your website. What more fitting than Grace of Gratitude?
Yeah.
Because, yes, it is a grace when you start to look at all you can be grateful for. Oh, that is beautiful. Well, could you possibly share to our listeners just a couple, 2 or 3 of gratitudes that you are, maybe some of your favorites, or just any of them, because I know they'll all be awesome.
Okay, so what I did in my Daily Gratitude Reflections Volume 1 and Volume 2 is take the best, what I felt was the best of the best from several years. So I'm going to read from Volume 2, which is my newest book, and it also has beautiful photographs. Some are mine, and a lot of them are from other sources. But anyway, here's day 89. Everything is built in your favor, dear one, and we await your decision to stand in the light of this joy, by Doreen Virchow. I know, and this is from me, I know and believe that angels cheer us on, that the divine supports and protects us, that life is basically challenges, that we can bask in the glory of love and light and peace and joy at any chosen moment. How supremely grateful I am to consistently feel guidance and angelic presence and God's love.
Oh, my word, Deborah. That brought tears to my eyes. No doubt about it. I was like, okay, I got to gather myself up, because that was, oh my goodness, that was just beautiful how angels cheer us on and built in your favor, and the challenges, and the angels and God are always there, universe, whatever you want to call it. But the angels and the spirits are always cheering us on. And oh my goodness, I'm getting the chills just talking about it, because I feel them constantly. I know they're here with us right now guiding this interview. Oh, that one was beautiful, Deborah. Oh man, I need to hear at least one more, please.
Okay, so right underneath it, day 90, and by the way, I just picked I just opened the book, and this was the page that I came to, which I think, that happens a lot. We're divinely guided all the time. So here's day 90. And I often have a quote from someone else at the beginning, and then I say more about it. So this one is from Rabindranath Tagore. He's from, several centuries ago, and he wrote, "For many years at great cost, I traveled through many countries, saw the high mountains, the oceans. The only thing I did not see were the sparkling dewdrops in the grass just outside my door. And so I wrote, I am incredibly grateful to pay attention to all the tiny and vast miracles that are literally right outside my doorstep. Nature constantly reveals the blessing of life, the beauty of life, the joy of life. Stop and breathe. I live in the present moment, and when I do, sparkling wonders do await.
Oh my goodness. That was absolutely incredible because the tiny miracles, and I even talked about this earlier today on another one, it was such magic, and it's such miracles to me how I love redbirds and how they were singing this morning. It was just like they were saying, this is your magical day. And they are just miracles, the music they can sing out and the joy that they bring to me, and just being out in nature, because that's me. I love nature. And I love how you said the present moment, because it reminds me of what my one horse said, no tomorrow, only today. And he's always about live in the moment, live in this present moment, enjoy it, be grateful for it, and just soak it all up, because there's so much to be grateful for when you just take a breath and look around yourself. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, I agree totally. We have right now baby blue jays in a nest, and they're about to fledge, it's called, when they leave, because they're gigantic now. There's like 3 of them, and I don't even know how they fit in the nest anymore. So they're about to leave, and they're the second batch this spring from the same blue jay mom and dad, and it's just really miraculous. That's just outside our kitchen door, and I so agree. You have to just take stock and look around and notice to be grateful, but then life is just so grand and amazing. In every inch of earth, there are miracles. It's like, it's just incredible.
Oh, it is. It is just incredible. And I always say gratitude is, I call it a game changer, a life changer, because when you start to go from negativity and take a moment and start looking at what you can be grateful for, your whole mind shift changes, your whole thought pattern changes. It's just amazing how it can transform you, is how I totally feel about gratitude. It is a miracle worker.
I agree. And sometimes when I'm writing my daily gratitudes, I'm honestly not in the best mood before I get there. And when I sit down to write one, I just transform. I go into more joy and peace. So they're for me as well as everybody else. You know what I mean?
I totally understand, because I can be kind of in one of those moods where, like, you're just kind. I call it my whiny mood, and I'm like, okay, now go write in your gratitude journal, and oh my goodness, it all starts to change. It's just amazing what gratitude can do. Or walk outside and just breathe the air and be grateful that you can take that breath. It's such small things that you can be grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering. It's just the daily little joys in life. So, yes. And I had one earlier today, a gal said, too, she said, even doing the dishes. And I said, well, there's one of my downfalls. But I said, you be thankful you had the food to put on these plates to make these dishes that you now have. So, and be thankful that you can be doing them. So, there's just so many different ways to look at being grateful in just everyday life.
And, it sounds simple, but really, you really have to focus on that to make it happen for yourself. And I was teaching this class called Divine Gratitude at our Center for Spiritual Living, and one of the people we started really just focusing on what to be grateful for and writing it all down. And so one week he went home and he was doing great on the gratitudes. He had like 5, and one of them was his wife, and one of them was probably his dog, and he picked 5 things. And then the next week he did it again, and then the next week he came and he said, I've run out of things, Deborah. And I didn't laugh at him, but I felt like it. And then because, go a little beyond your wife and your dog, you know what I mean? I didn't really lecture him, but he found out for himself, and then he came back the next week. He goes, I'm back into it. Because really, my God, there's so much, like I have my favorites, you know what I mean? But then let's go beyond that too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he cracked me up.
Yeah, that is really cute. Well, that's kind of like I've even said too. I said, yeah, my horses are huge. All my animals are. And I'm grateful that I have the honor that I get to take care of them, that they are in my life. They chose to be with me, and that I have the honor to be with them and to spend time with them and to feed them and care for them and run their water. And just, to me, it is, I'm grateful for that part. Yeah, some days when it's really hot or in the winter when it's really cold, but still I'm grateful because I know they appreciate what I do for them. And that is huge too. So it's just all those little things, or just giving your my little kitties love to be played with. It's just taking that moment. Yeah. I'm grateful for them that they're there waiting at the door for me to feed them and play with them, and they appreciate it. So it's all just them little things. And we have sunflowers here now in Kansas that are starting
beautiful.
We have wild ones that grow around our place, and I just love them because they're just starting to bloom right now. And I'm so grateful that they are there to share their beauty with me. And there's just so many things. I'm really big on sunrises and sunsets. Me too. I've always been. And I mean, some people say, it's just another one. I'm going, no. Take a look at it. The beauty that is in it is totally different than anyone I've ever seen before.
Yes, I totally know what you mean. And I was also going to say about our blessed creature animals that dogs are so in the present moment also. They're such teachers, because, and if you change your mind about giving them something or something, they're just like, oh, well. You know what I mean? Like they just live in that present moment. And I think we humans could learn so much from the animals, like your horse that you were talking about too, that told you that.
Yes. Yep. Oh, I totally agree. My animals are my best teachers. I mean, they have taught me so much. My horses, my dogs, my cats, even my cattle. I mean, I'm always amazed at, we've had really hot weather here in Kansas, and we do have shade trees, but still the phenomenal way that they have been created to withstand all of this. I am just so very grateful that they have been created, because on a hot afternoon, they'll be out grazing. I'm like, oh my word, how does this work? I'm just in awe.
Great.
And they're not complaining like humans have a tendency to do.
Animals don't complain. That's another great asset of theirs that they can teach us, right?
Isn't that the truth? If we would, I always kind of think, well, if you're not complaining, be grateful. So stop the complaining and look at gratitude, like the animals. They're grateful that they have the water tanks to go to, or they have the grass to eat, or the hay to eat. They're not thinking about how hot it is and complaining about it. They're thinking of what I feel. They're looking at what they have and are grateful for it. So, animals animals are great teachers. There's no doubt about it. I love it.
I totally agree.
Oh, well, you do so many things. You are such a busy, busy, busy woman doing everything. Are there any secrets on how you can tell our listeners when you have this much going on in your life and yet you're very grateful and sharing this gratitude with others? How do you manage to keep it keep everything organized and keep it all together?
Well, you know what I've been doing in 2022 is just stopping to water my plants that are in planters because it's hot. Like I stop during the day when I'm working on my book design and maybe take a walk with the dogs and everything so that I'm breaking up my day more. And that seems to give me more energy, actually, than if I used to always keep my nose to the grindstone with book design and wasn't really just appreciating everything around me as much as I am now. And so I think that helps me with balance, and then it gives me a lot more energy and stuff. So that's one thing I would say about balancing. But also I love everything I do, and that really helps too. You know what I mean? Because I don't have any all those different hats I wear. It's not like I would take one off if I didn't like it, but I really like everything. So that helps me. And I'll also mention that my other hat is that I'm a Center for Spiritual Living practitioner, and that took some training. And I get to teach classes from that, and I pray for others if they ask me to. And so that's like another hat that I wear, and I love that hat as well.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. Yes. Oh, and I love how you said you just kind of get away from what you're doing and go do something something else, just kind of a change of pace, kind of break it up. And I always find out, too, it's just amazing how much more refreshed and energized you are when you do that. Oh, that is beautiful. And I've always said, when you love what you do what you love. And that's what I am with the animals. I love what I do with them, so I do what I love. And it's a passion. I can totally hear in your voice how passionate you are about everything you're doing, the book, being in the gratitude journals, the book designing, being a spiritual leader at the center. I can hear it in your voice, the passion that you carry. And I always have said, when you follow your passion, life is just beautiful.
That's how I feel.
You find heaven on earth when you're following your passion on what you do.
So one thing I've worked on and feel much better about is worry. Like sometimes I used to worry, what will I come up, daily gratitude, or how will I get all this book design done, etc. And what I'm finding is there just is divine timing, and it always works out, and I just do not need to go into worry ever. Like worry doesn't help at all. So I've pretty much given that up. And then that helps me with the balance and the flow of everything that I'm doing, you know, because there's always enough time too, really.
Yeah.
I find.
And, I'm the same way. I have found that to be so very true. When you let go of that worry, or I even call it a fear factor, that you're not going to beat that clock, you've got this much time, you've got to get it done. And I'm like, just let go of that chain. You don't need that one, because the universe is going to come in with divine timing. You're even going to have extra time if you let go of the worry and the fear about trying to get it done, is what I have found out. And it's just amazing.
I know. It's amazing it all works out, and my little worry mind didn't have to go there at all.
I know. I call it that little ego mind that thinks, we got to do this, and my horses have reminded me, my dogs so much have reminded me, it's going to be okay. You'll have time. You'll have time to get this done. Really, time in a lot of ways is, we make too much out of it. Because we think the world keeps us going, and we got to get this. We're just busy with this list and that list. And if we just kind of let go of all of that, the divine timing will make it all work out. So, I totally agree with you on that one, Deborah. That is so, so true. I found it to be so true in my life.
Great.
Oh, that is just absolutely incredible, what all you are doing and how you are helping others and supporting others. and you have so many different ways that you come in with your gratitude journals. And it sounds like it's been about the last 20 years that you have been really working hard on this gratitude.
Yeah, it has been. And my whole life changed to way more beautiful way as soon as I started getting it. So, yeah.
Yeah. And what a difference it makes when, like you said, when we finally get it.
Yeah.
I always say, I think my animals sometimes laugh at me and go, oh, finally, we got through to her.
Yeah, right. That's great.
Oh, it is just amazing because they're living in it all the time, and it takes us humans a lot longer, some of us a lot longer, to figure it all out and put it all together. And I know my horses and my dogs have said, oh, goodness, finally, slowly she's going to get it yet.
Well, I even think that they oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well,
Deborah. I was just going to say that I think they have shorter lives, which is, it's so sad that to me that they have shorter lives than us, but I believe that they are so wise. They already know a lot and they're teachers to us. So they kind of shine brightly and then they go to the next realm, because I don't believe we actually die and go into the dirt.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I think that they just know so much. They don't need to stay here as long as we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They help us there, and then they become the angels in our lives that help us even more. And they're looking after us all the time. So, like you said, the angels, and just like the journals that you read, the gratitude out of the journal today, it was you opened the page, and I totally feel those were the angels that said, this is the gratitude ones that the universe needs to hear today. And they were just so touching. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. They just divinely guide us all the time.
Exactly. Yep. We just have to let go and let it happen.
Yes, that's exactly right. Let go and let it happen. How true that is. Well, Deb, this interview has just sped by. I'm just amazed. And wow, it seems like we barely started chatting and it's almost past already. So I want to ask you, you are so welcome. And I want to ask you, will you please be back on my Robust Lifestyle show? I'd like to go more into your book designing, what all you do there. And it would even be very interesting sometime to hear all about the Center for Spiritual Living and how that all transpires. So,
are you there? Uh-oh.
Yes. Are you still with us,
Joyce?
Deb? Yes. Are you there, Deb? Well, I would like to thank, I think we might have lost Deb. Are you still there? I think we might have lost the connection, so I'm sure she'll be back on my show again. I had talked to her earlier before we started the recording, and she said definitely she would be back. So we will definitely be hearing more from Deb Perdue. And she is an incredible, amazing diva. She is one amazing woman. And remember, her website is www.graceofgratitude.com, where you can connect and start having her daily gratitudes come to you. So I would like to thank each one of our listeners for listening to this incredible interview with our amazing diva, Deborah Perdue. Please share this show with all your family and friends. Check out all the other hosts and their shows on divasthatcare.com. Have a fantastic day. Remember, be kind to all, and remember to be grateful to each and every one and how it will change your world. Gratitude is a life changer. Give your animals that great big extra hug and share all your love with them until we connect again on Robust Lifestyles. Stay strong and healthy.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.